Hello everyone, myself Ashish Kumar and I welcome you all in this video. In this video we will discuss about chapter number 4 of class 10, which is quadratic equation. So we will discuss about its concept, and in this video we will solve its first exercise completely. So let us start with the concept. So our topic is quadratic equation. What does the word quadratic equation means? We will firstly know about its definition. So quadratic equation is a equation which is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, which means that any equation which is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c is said to be a quadratic equation. And here one condition is given, that a should not be equal to 0. Here a should not be equal to 0. This type of equation is known as quadratic equation. You can see over here also, a quadratic equation is an equation which is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Here a is said to be coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Okay, so in the next section we will discuss about its roots. Roots means we can also use a word called zeros instead of roots. Roots means for what value of x we will put in LHS, so that the value is the values of whole quadratic equation becomes 0, is said to be zeros of the quadratic equation or roots. So for finding out the roots, we will discuss in the later section. We will discuss three basic methods. First one is factorization method, completing a square method, quadratic formula. These all methods we will discuss for solving the quadratic equation. In the quadratic formula, in the quadratic formula we will see the value of root of the quadratic equation as the formula as x is equals to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is the quadratic formula which we will use to find out the solution of the quadratic equation. We will also derive this formula when we will be discussing this method. Okay, so in this case, in case of quadratic equation, only two roots are possible. You have to remember it, that only two roots are possible in the case of quadratic equation. In this case there are three possibilities, that discriminant will be either greater than 0 or equals to 0 or less than 0. So you can see that here discriminant, the value of b square minus 4ac, is said to be discriminant of the quadratic equation. So if in this equation you can also see, if discriminant is positive, then the value of root will be positive and it will be real. So when discriminant will be greater than 0, then two distinct means different roots will be there, and both the roots will be real roots. Real means the value the zeros which will come, it will be not in the form of root under minus 1. The number which is of this form is said to be not real, imaginary. Okay, so when the discriminant will be greater than equal to 0, then two distinct means different roots will be there and both the roots will be real. And when discriminant will be is equals to 0, when this section will become zeros, then both the roots will be equal. Okay, and when discriminant will be less than 0 means discriminant will become negative, and when we will find out the root of negative, it will becomes imaginary number. Okay, so these all things you need to know, and we will also discuss about graphs of the quadratic equation. So there are two types of graphs. The firstly we will need to know that the graph of quadratic equation is parabolic shape. Parabolic shape is of two types. one is moving upwards and one is opens downwards. Okay, so in this way we will see that the graph of quadratic equation is of this either of this form, either opens upward or opens downwards, either it will open upward or open downwards. This type of shape you will discuss. So this case appears when a is greater than 0, then upwards opens, which means that when a is greater than 0, a means coefficient of x square. As we already have been discussed that quadratic equation is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So when a is greater than 0, when a will be greater than 0, then this type of graph you will observe, and when a will be less than 0, then this type of graph you will observe. So this all things we will discuss in the later section. For solving the first exercise, you have to already know about the definition of the quadratic equation, that is any equation which is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c is said to be a quadratic equation. And one more thing, sum of zeros and product of zeros, this relation we will discuss in later section, but little bit we will discuss now. That is I have already been taught that there are two zeros of quadratic equation. I have already taught that there are two zeros of quadratic equation now. That is if we will name it, suppose we are naming the first zero as alpha, and second zero as beta. Okay, so these are the two zeros of quadratic equation. Okay, so there are two relations. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta, which is equals to minus b by a, and alpha into beta, which is the product of zeros, which is equals to c by a. We will discuss the derivation of all these concepts in the later section when we will be solving next exercise 4.2 and 4.3, and later on then we will discuss about the concept before, then we will solve the exercise. So first starts with the first question of the exercise. So first question of the exercise is, check whether the following are quadratic equation or not. So we need to check that whether this equation is quadratic or not. So we have already been learned in the previous section. I have been already taught that any equation which is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0 is said to be a quadratic equation. So what we can say, we will bring it in this form. If it is of this form, then we will say that it is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c, so it is a quadratic equation. So here we can write it as x square, you can write it as 1x square. 1 minute. You can write it as 1x square plus 3x, 3 multiplied by x plus 1 is equals to 0. So here we can see that it is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Instead of a we can use it as 1. Instead of 3 we can 3 is instead of b, and 1 is c, which is a constant term. So we can say that yes, this quadratic equation is this is of the form of quadratic equation, we can say it now. So moving towards the next question. So our next question is x square minus 2x minus 1. So we will also bring this in the standard form of quadratic equation now. So firstly we will write it as, we can write it this equation as, this equation is x square minus 2x minus 1. So this is in the right hand side, so we will bring it in left hand side. So we can write it as x square minus 2x minus 1 will, when it will go in the left side, it will become plus 1. So you will get is equals to 0. So what you will get? You will get you can write it also as 1 multiplied by x square minus 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. So here it is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So it is a quadratic equation. So we can say that it is a quadratic equation. Moving towards the next section of the question, third question given is x square is equals to 4x, whether it is a quadratic equation or not. So what we can do, we can write it as x square minus 4x is equals to 0. Okay, so it is it is not of the form of ax square plus bx. It have ax square plus bx, but c is absent. So in the definition also it has been mentioned that in quadratic equation should be of the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, quadratic equation should be of the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Here the mandatory given condition is was given that a should not be equal to 0. Now it was given, so here a is not 0, here c is 0. So this equation will also be a quadratic equation. So we can write it as x square minus 4x. Instead of c, what we can write? We can write over here 0 as 0. So we can write it as the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So it is also a quadratic equation. So here we can also write that yes, it is a quadratic equation. Okay, so we can write it as. So moving towards the next section. So our next question is 2x square is 2x is equals to x square. So for solving this question, we will do the same method, follow the same procedure. So firstly what we will do, we will write 2x is equals to x square. This is our given question. We will bring the x square in the left hand side. So we will get minus x square plus 2x is equals to 0. You can put imply sign. Whenever there is equals to, you can put imply sign because on comparing we use this sign. So you can write it as you can leave it as this form also, because you can also write it as minus 1 x square plus 2x. Instead of c, what you can write? You can write 0 is equals to 0. Since it is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c, so yes, it is a quadratic equation. So moving towards the next questions. Next question is given, that is x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3 is equals to x square minus x minus 6. So we will solve. You might be knowing one formula, that is x plus a into x plus b. If you don't know, then I am explaining over here. X plus a into x plus b. This formula you might have been learned in class 9, which states that when x plus a multiplied by x plus b is equals to x square plus a plus b multiplied by x plus ab. This is the formula of x plus a into x plus b. If you don't know this formula, then also you can directly multiply it. Okay, so I am not using this formula, but you can also use. I am solving it directly. So directly we can write it as firstly copying the question, x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3 is equals to x square minus x minus 6. So what for solving, what we will do, you will first multiply x plus 3 by x, multiply x with the whole term x plus 3. So on multiplying we will get x into x plus 3, and then we will multiply the whole term x plus 3 by minus 2. Minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3 is equals to x square minus x minus 6. We will write it same as the above. So on solving this, we will get x multiplied by x, you will get x square, plus 3 multiplied by x, you will get 3x, and minus 2 multiplied by x, you will get minus 2x, plus minus you will get minus 3 to the, you will get 6, x square minus x minus 6. Now in the next step, what you will do, you will add or subtract the like terms and bring the all the terms which is present in the right side to the left side. So you will get x square plus 3x. You can solve, you can see that these both terms are like terms, these both terms are like terms. So we can add it, 3x minus 2x. What you will get, you will only get x, so you can write it as x minus 6, and bring the all the terms of RHS in the left hand side. So you will get x square, which is positive, so in the left side it will become minus x square. So you can write it as minus x square minus x, you will get plus x, and minus 6 when you will bring it in left side, it will be plus 6 is equals to 0. So you can solve the like terms. So like terms are, you can see over here that x square and x square cancel out with each other, because one is positive and another is negative, and plus x you will get plus 2x, and minus 6 you will get minus 6 and plus 6, they will be cancel out, and plus 2x will be equals to 0. So here we can see that this is not of the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Now here we can write that since it is not of the form of what, ax square plus bx plus c. Now ax square plus bx plus c. So the given equation is not a quadratic equation, so it is not a quadratic equation. Okay, in this way you can solve this question. Moving towards the next question. So our next question is x plus 1 raised to the power 2, x plus 1 to the whole square is equals to 2 multiplied by x minus 3. So firstly we are copying this question, x plus 1 raised to the power 2 is equals to 2 multiplied by x minus 3. So what we can do, we can use the formula of a plus b raised to the power whole 2, a plus b ka whole square. We already know the formula of a plus b raised to the power whole 2. What we know that it is a plus b raised to the power 2 or a plus b to the whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So we can put it in the formula, or either you can multiply it twice. So we will, when we will use the formula, we will get x square plus 2ab means 2 multiplied by x multiplied by 1 plus b square means 1 raised to the power whole 2, 1 raised to the power 2 is equals to 2 multiplied by x, you will get 2x, plus minus 2 multiplied by 3, you will get 6, 2 3 is 6. So on solving this, you will get x square plus 2 1 is 2x plus 1, and what you can do, you can bring this both term in left hand side. So I am bringing it in this step only. So I will get minus 2x plus 6 is equals to 0. Now solve the like terms. So here we can see that 2x and 2x are the like terms, one is positive and another is negative, and 6 plus 1 you will get 7. So here we can write it as x square plus 7 is equals to 0. So we here the condition is satisfying. If you will observe carefully, you will see that the condition is satisfying. We have already learned the standard form of quadratic equation as ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where condition has been given that a should not be equal to 0. So here we can write it as 1 multiplied by x square plus 0 multiplied by x plus 7 is equals to 0. Here the condition is satisfying since. So here we will write that yes, this given equation is a quadratic equation. So moving towards the next question of the exercise, question number 7. Here here the question is given x square plus 2 is equals to 2x now. So you will solve in the same manner, you will bring it in the standard form. So you will get x square plus 2, what you will do, you will bring this 2x in the left side, so you will get minus 2x is equals to 0. Now arrange it in the systematic manner of decreasing power. So you will get x square minus 2x plus 2 is equals to 0. So since it is of the form of x square plus bx plus c, so it is a quadratic equation. Here you will write these lines. Okay, moving towards the next question. So our next question is x square plus x is equals to x plus 1. So let us solve this question and see whether it is a quadratic equation or not. Now, okay, so on solving we will get x square plus x is equals to multiply x by x square, you will get x square plus x. Okay, now bring all the terms in the left hand side, so you will get x square plus x plus x square, it will become minus x square plus x, it will becomes minus x is equals to 0. Okay, so you can see over here that plus x and minus x cancels out each other, and x square and x square also cancels out each other. So here you will get 0 is equals to 0. Since it is not following the form, so it will be no, it is not a quadratic equation. So moving towards the next question of the exercise, which is x multiplied by x plus 2 plus 1 is equals to x square plus 2x plus 1. So for solving this question, what we will do, we will multiply the term given over here now. So let's start. X multiplied by x, what you will get, x square plus x into 2, you will get 2x plus 1 is equals to x square plus 2x plus 1. So now what we will do, we will do the same things, we will bring all the terms in the left hand side. Okay, so what you will get, you will get x square plus 2x plus 1 minus x square minus 2x minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, so here we can see that x square terms are there in the opposite signs, one is of positive and another is of negative now, and here 2x also get cancel out and 1 also get cancel out. Okay, so here we will get 0 is equals to 0 on the left hand side and right hand side. So it is not of the form of x square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, so it is not a quadratic equation. So you will write this sentence in the downward section, it will be completed. Now moving towards the next question, question number second part, which is word type question. Firstly you will have to read these sentences and you will have to make the quadratic equation. Okay, so firstly reading the question, represent the following situation mathematically and determine whether the equations are quadratic or not. Now, so first question is, the area of rectangular plot is 528 meter square. Here we are given that area is given as, firstly we will write, for solving any question, firstly we will write the given part. So here it is given that it is given now, given that area is what, 528 meter square. Now here it is given that the length of plot is 1 more than its breadth. So here comparison is between length and breadth. Here it is saying that length of the rectangular plot is 1 more than its breadth. Okay, So what we will do, we will consider the breadth as either b, or we will represent by any variable, either b or x we can consider. So we will let the breadth of quadratic equation, breadth of a quadratic equation, not we will say let the breadth of rectangle be, suppose we are considering b. Okay, therefore according to question we will follow the question. Here it is saying that the length is one more than twice its breadth, means as per the question, when we will go, we can write that length is one more than twice its breadth, means twice its breadth plus 1. This is the comparison of length with respect to breadth. Okay, so we know that the area of rectangle is what? Length into breadth. So we will put the value and solve the question now. So therefore we know that area is equals to length into breadth. So area is given by 528 meter square is equals to length into breadth. You can write it as length into breadth. What you will get? Length as 2b plus 1 na, 2b plus 1 multiplied by breadth is b. So solve this and bring it in the standard form. You will have to do this now. So here in the left hand side it will be 528 only, and in the right hand side, so you can see over here that the unit of length is what? Meter, and unit of breadth is also meter. So meter when it will multiply, it will become meter square, and meter square will be cancel out. Okay, so what we will do, we will solve this now. So you will get b multiplied by 2b, you will get 2b square, plus b multiplied by 1, you will get b. Okay, so either you can take this to the right hand side and write the whole terms in the left hand side and put 0 in the right hand side, or you can bring these all the terms on the left hand side and you can multiply it by -1. Okay, -1. So you will get the positive value of coefficient of b square now. So you can follow any step whatever you are comfortable. So what I am doing is I am taking this 528 as in the right hand side. So you will get 0 is equals to 2b square plus b minus 528 na, 528. So you can write it also as 2b square plus b minus 528 is equals to 0. So this is our required quadratic equation. Okay, now moving towards the next question. So our next question is the product of two consecutive positive integer is 306. We need to find the integer. Here it is saying about consecutive integers. Consecutive means one after another. Suppose one integer is 1, then the next integer will be 2. Okay, so what we need to solve this question now. So what we will do, we will consider the two consecutive integer as, suppose we are considering, let us consider, we are solving, let us consider the two consecutive integer, the two consecutive integer b. First one we are considering as x and second one will be x plus 1. Okay, so here it is given that the product of these both positive integer is 306. So what we will do, we will write it as according to question. As per the question, we are seeing that x multiplied by x plus 1 gives us 306. Okay, so on solving this, we will get x multiplied by x, we will get x square plus x multiplied by 1, you will get x is equals to 306. So what you will do in next step, you will bring this 306 in the left hand side. So you will get x square plus x minus 306 is equals to 0. Okay, so this is the required quadratic equation for the question. Okay, moving towards the next question. Here we can see that Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. What it is saying that it is comparison between Rohan and her mother. Okay, the product of their present age is 3 years from now will be 360. We will like to find the Rohan's present age. So we have to find the Rohan's present age. So what we will consider here, the comparison is given between Rohan and Rohan's mother. So we will firstly let Rohan's age, either Rohan's age or Rohan's mother age, as either a variable we will choose either x or y. So we are considering, for solving this question we will consider, let us consider the Rohan's present age is equal be what, x years. Suppose we are considering x years. Let us consider the Rohan's present age is x years. Okay, so on moving towards the next, we will with this present age we will also write the present age of Rohan's mother. Okay, so Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. Okay, so we will write therefore Rohan's mother present age. What is present age will be equals to what, 26 years older than him, means she is present age is 26 years more than Rohan's present age, na. So we will write it as x plus 26. Okay, x plus 26. Now the product of their ages 3 years from now. It is not saying about the product of present age, it is saying that 3 years from now. So we will write 3 years from now. After 3 years, what will be Rohan's present age? Rohan's age will be x plus 3 after 3 years, na. So we will write x plus 3. This will be the age of Rohan after 3 years. And what will be the age of Rohan after 3 years, Rohan's mother after 3 years? So it will be x plus 26 plus 3, na. So this is, and here comparison is given that the product of their ages, if we will multiply these both ages, we will get 360. So it will be equated by 360. In this way we will make the equation. Okay, now we will solve this equation and find out the quadratic equation required, which is required now. So for solving this quadratic equation, what we will do, we will firstly multiply x with these whole terms and then we will multiply 3 with these whole terms. So moving towards the next, solving it. Okay, so what we will do, we will multiply x with x plus 26 plus 3, here it is given now. So you can also write it as x plus 26 plus 3, what we will get, 29, na. So we will use this for multiplying, which means that we can multiply x plus 3 with with x plus 29. Okay, instead of x plus 26 plus 3. So we will multiply x by x plus 29 and then plus 3 with x plus 29. Okay, then we will get 360 as the product. Okay, so now on multiplying we will get x multiplied by x, we will get x square plus 29 into x. What you will get? You will get 29x, na, plus 3 multiplied by x, you will get 3x plus 3 into 29. What you will get? 3 9s are 27. Carry 2. 3 2 is 6 and 2 87. You will get, na, is equals to 360. So bringing it in standard form, we will either add or subtract the like terms. Here these both terms are like terms, and what we will do in next step is we will bring this 360 in the left hand side. Okay, so it will be x square plus 29 and 3 you will get 32x plus 87, and on bringing this 360 in the left hand side you will get 87 plus 87 minus 360 is equals to 0. Now here you can see that these both terms are the like terms. Okay, so what you will do, you will we will solve this these both like terms now. So on solving it we will get x square plus 32x and 87 here I have been written 2 times now, so it's a mistake, so erasing 187 by mistake I have been written. Okay, so this is not required now. So on solving 87 and 360, so sign are opposite, so we will subtract the bigger number with smaller number and put the sign of bigger number. So sign of bigger number is negative, so we will put negative sign over here and subtract it. 10 subtracted by 7 you will get 3, and 5 will be not subtracted by 8, so what you will do, you will give carry, which means that 15 when it will be subtracted, it will give 15 minus what, 6, you will get 15 minus 8 now you will get 7. Okay, and 273 you will get when you will subtract it, so is equals to 0. This is your required quadratic equation. Now moving towards the next question. Okay, which is our last question of the exercise. This will be the last part of our exercise. So the question is, a train travels a distance of 480 km at uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We need to find out the speed of train. So what we will have to find out? We will have to find out the speed of train now. So firstly what we will consider? We will let the speed of train be a variable, either x or y, anything now. So we are considering let the speed of train of what? Train be x kilometer per hour. We are considering the speed of train as x kilometer per hour. Okay, now we will see the question. Train travels distance of 480 km at uniform speed. What it is traveling 480 km at uniform speed. Okay, if the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more. So we have to compare this both the lines which is stating now. So you already have been knowing about the formula of speed. Now speed is equals to what? Speed is equals to distance by time. Okay, so you already know the formula of speed. Now speed is equals to what? Distance by time, and here we are comparing it with the time. So what we will do, we will first take out the time required for this train and for this, and we will compare it, because it has been given that it takes 3 hours more now. So for the first case time will be okay. Here it is given that distance is 480 km and the speed is also given at a uniform speed, and we have considered the speed of train uniform speed be x km per hour now. So by using this formula we can write time as what? We can write time will be equals to distance by speed. Okay, so we will go according to the question. When we will go according to the question, we can write it as time. The time for the first distance when 480 km is traveled by the train at uniform speed. Now then time will be is equals to distance by speed. Distance is 480 and the speed is x kilometer per hour. Okay, and the second time, okay, second time 8 kilometer per hour less na. So distance will be, so for the case 2, okay, for the second case what will be the speed? Speed will be x minus 8 kilometer per hour for the second case. Okay, so for that what we can find out? We can find out the speed time taken by the train during that time will be equals to 480 by x minus 8. Okay, now here we can observe that the this is the time taken by the train in the first case, and this is the for the second case. Okay, so speed is less, then time will be more na. So here it is given by 3 hours more. So what we can do, if we will add 3 over here, okay, if we will add here speed is less na, here speed is less, so it will take more time and it will take less time. So we can subtract 3 from either this side or add 3 from left hand side. Okay, so to make this equation equal, and we will solve this question and we will get the required quadratic equation. Okay, so on solving we can write it as 480 by x. We can bring this either in the left side, or we can solve it like this also. Okay, so if we will solve it like this, then we will get 480 divided by what we can do, we can bring this minus 3 on the left hand side. It will be easier to solve. Okay, so we what we are doing, we are erasing this and bringing this minus 3 on the left hand side, you will get plus 3. Okay, is equals to 480 divided by x minus 8. So here the denominator is nothing, means 1. Okay, then what you will do, you will find out the LCM of this both the terms, x and 1. The LCM of x and 1 will be x. Okay, so you will get 480 plus 3 multiplied by 1 x the x, so it will be 3 multiplied by x will be equals to 480 by x. Okay, so on solving it further, you can write it as 480 plus 3x, and this term x will be multiplied na. Here it is x minus 8 na, x minus 8, 480 by x minus 8. So x minus 8 will be multiplied, and on the right hand side 480 into x you will got 480 multiplied by 480 multiplied by x, 480x. Now you will solve this equation and you will get the required quadratic equation for the given question. Okay, so firstly what you will do, you will multiply this x with this whole terms, either with this or this, or 480 with x minus 8. Whatever the steps you want to follow, you can follow. So we can write it as x multiplied by 480 plus 3x, and in the second step minus 8 multiplied by 480 plus 3x, 480 plus 3x. Okay, is equals to 480x. Okay, so on solving it, what we will get, 480 into x, what we will get, 480x plus x into 3x, you will get 3x square, and on multiplying 480 with 8, you will get 8 0 is 0, 8 8 is 64, carry 6, 8 4 is 32, and 6 38, and 8 3 is minus 8 3 is 24, 24x is equals to 480x. Here you can observe that here 480x and 480x is on the right hand side, so it will, when it will come in the left hand side, it will becomes negative of 480x, so it will be cancel out. So you will get finally 3x square you can rearrange it, write it first and then write 3840 in the last, as just like the standard form of quadratic equation. So you can write it as minus 24x minus 3840 is equals to 0. Okay, now you can take out if 3 is either common or not. You can see that this is divisible by 3, this is also divisible by 3, this is also divisible by 3, so you can take 3 as common. Okay, so you will get x square minus 8x minus 3 1 ja 3 2 ja 6 3 8 ja 24 1 2 8 0 equals to 0. So when it will go to the right hand side, it will becomes 0. 0 by 3 will be equals to 0. So it will be x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equals to 0. This is the final required equation for the last question. So this is the last question of exercise 4.1. in this this was basic introduction about the quadratic equation. In the next section we will solve the quadratic equation by using middle term split method. Okay, we will find out the roots of the quadratic equation. I have already been told that there are two roots of the quadratic equation. We generally name it as alpha and beta. Okay, so we will solve it in next section. That's all for today. I hope you will be able to understand all the concept. If any doubt, then you can ask me. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. I hope you have been enjoyed this wonderful session. That's all from my side. Thank you.